The Eternal movie looks to cast Keanu Reeves. The Russo Brothers announced doing a Magic the Gathering series on Netflix, and there was a leaked Spider-Man Far From Home trailer that's got some really cool new footage in it. We got a ton of news to get you through this Monday.
It's like the news, but for nerds. Subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Today's shout out goes to Julian Jones. Indeed, Fu Manchu was the original name of Shang-Chi's dad. Make sure you stay to the end of the video where we will ask another nerd card question. What is up, everybody? Happy Monday to you. I'm, of course, Josh. This is the Den of Nerds. And guys, I feel like giving each and every one of you a big old kiss. Last week on Thursday and Friday, I asked you guys for just a little extra help to give us a like on the video because YouTube's being weird, and holy crap did you guys like those videos. And it really helped those videos get probably an extra 15 to 25,000 views just because you guys hit that like button. So once again, if you could do me a huge favor, and I will not make the call to actions this long every video, but please, if you guys could drop the finger down, click that like button. It like legitimately helps us out in a way that I think is both ridiculous. Well, yeah, it's just ridiculous, but you guys are really helping us out, so thank you very much. On to the news. All right, let's start with this Russo Brothers story, Magic the Gathering series. This came across my timeline earlier this morning and basically just blew my freaking mind. Netflix came out and said that with a partnership with the Russo Brothers, Wizards of the Coast, and Hasbro, they are bringing a Magic the Gathering animated series to Netflix. According to the statements by Netflix, the Russo Brothers will oversee the creation of an all-new storyline and expand on the stories of the Planeswalkers. You will see heroes and villains from the Magic the Gathering universe as they contend with stakes larger than any one world can hold. The Russo Brothers said, "We have been huge fans and players of Magic the Gathering for as long as it has been around, so being able to help bring these stories to life through animation is a true passion project for us." The show is also touting a lot of industry talent, including Henry Gilroy, who was involved with Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars, Jose Molina, who was involved with The Tick and Jordan Peele's Weird City. Those two are going to be the showrunners. That's incredible. Yoriaki Mokaizuki, who was involved heavily in the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, is on board as supervising director and co-executive producer. Now, Bardell Entertainment, who does Rick and Morty, Teen Titans Go, and Netflix's The Dragon Prince, is set to run point on the show's animation. So some people online are pointing out that they wish this was live action. I actually think it'll work very well in animated form. I know there are some concerns about it being a little too cartoony maybe because of the animation studio. I don't think that necessarily hurts the quality of the show at all. Bringing in talent from Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars specifically gives me a lot of hope because the animation style of those shows on the surface level is very cartoony, but what they were able to do in that show created an atmosphere that actually had some very mature tones and just really cool stuff that I think adult fans could enjoy a lot, along with, you know, younger kid fans. I was literally at a card shop in Philadelphia last night looking to fill out some cards in my EDH deck. I love Magic the Gathering. I play on Arena. I like Magic a lot, and this is really cool. I think a lot of nerds, whether you're a fan of Magic or you're a fan of the Russo Brothers or just interested in good animation, I think this is something to get excited about. But I'm really curious, what do you think about this? Are you pumped about it? Do you think it's gonna be too cartoony? Where do you stand on this? All right, now let's talk about Keanu Dracula coming into the MCU. Now, there were rumors going back weeks and weeks ago that Keanu Reeves would be joining the MCU, and at the time, people were speculating that he would actually be the new Logan, aka Wolverine, for the X-Men, which are now, of course, coming over to the MCU. But now it is being reported, and I believe Jeremy Conrad at MCU Cosmic broke this story, but it is being reported that he is in talks to join the Eternals movie. Now, I know very little about the Eternals, so I couldn't even begin to speculate on what character he might play, whether it would be a hero or a villain. I really have no idea. All I know is that this movie is seeming very cool. You have Angelina Jolie playing one of the main characters in the film. You've got this just cosmic type of thing going on. It's possibly it'll take place over thousands of years in the MCU. We've already seen one Eternal in the MCU, and that would be Thanos, who of course has the deviant gene, but he is an Eternal. There's a lot to love about this film, and adding Keanu Reeves is just a cherry on top for me. I mean, I love Keanu Reeves. He's such a good soul, man. I mean, I'm sure many of you already know this, but if you ever watch videos about the life that he has had, how he reacts to his family, fame, like what he does, how he handles all of that and just carries on as a good human being. It's really cool. I'm really hoping that this is 100% true. I'm very excited that Keanu Reeves is joining the MCU family. I think it's pretty badass. Please let me know what you think about this, and if you are familiar with the Eternals or some of that mythology, what character do you think Keanu Reeves could be playing? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, let's get into some leakage, some Spider-Man Far From Home leakage, and this one's a little weird. This actually leaked a couple of days ago, but it is a trailer that leaked ahead of schedule. So it's kind of like a leak, but this stuff will be out there to the public very, very soon. You might have even seen some articles or videos talking about it. The trailer does have a lot of new footage, but one of the coolest things in there, and the thing that I actually wanted to talk about, was the introduction of how Spider-Man might create the new suit he has with the red and the black. A scene in the trailer seems to show Stark Tech in a jet that Happy Hogan is driving, building the new suit. And it really seems like contextually here that Peter is combining the black from the stealth suit that Nick Fury created and parts of his old Spider-Man suit that of course was created by Tony Stark. Now to me, the reason this is so freaking cool is because it introduces this idea of Peter Parker creating different versions of the Spider-Man suit for himself. And any self-respecting comic book fan knows that there have been many periods throughout the history of Spider-Man in the Marvel comics where he does create different suits. There's the big time suits, there's his suit when he's with the Fantastic Four or the Future Foundation. There's the armored suit that he creates for himself when he wants to stop all crime and give his hand at being like a Superman type character. If you played Spider-Man PS4, you know there's like 50 different suits to unlock in that game, all of them coming from Marvel Comics. And so this introduces Peter Parker being able to create all of these new suits and opens up the doors for many, many more Spider-Man suits to be in the MCU. Pretty cool. And other than that, there's really nothing crazy to glean from this new trailer, but there's been a lot of theories and speculation on what is gonna go down in Spider-Man Far From Home, so make sure to check back to the channel where we're gonna be talking about that a lot in the next couple of weeks. Now let's check the nerd card before we get out of here. I want to know, what role was Keanu Reeves going to play in the Captain Marvel movie? Yeah, he was gonna play a major role in the Captain Marvel movie, but because of a scheduling conflict, he had to turn that role down. What role was it? Answer that question in the comment section below. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.